Hey there, McAllister with Toasty Gaming, and we're going to be doing a small little news show here. Not sure what we're going to call it yet, but we're going to be giving people a piece of paper. They won't know what news they're reading until they start reading it. I'm going to grab someone, give them the microphone. They're going to give you some gaming news for this upcoming month and year. Pick a news story, any story. Any piece of paper. All right, there you go. That's your news.
Oh, yay, I like this. So I was actually talking to McAllister about this one. The Russian gaming console. Since Russia's war kicked off, a lot of companies have pulled out, I can't read apparently, leaving a major gap in the gaming market. Big names like Nintendo and Sony stopped selling their consoles there, creating a real problem for gamers in Russia. So what's their solution? Enter the Putindo 64. The Putindo 64 guys. Yeah, I wonder where that name came from. A new domestic gaming console backed by Russia state-run Rostec. I'm learning I can't read, McAllister.
No, some of these names are weird, but like the thing is, it's called the Putindo 64 by like critics, but I want to make sure I didn't say that's what people are calling it. That's
okay.
Not
All right. So it's not actually called the Putindo 64. It should be though. The plan is to create a console that'll get Russia off its reliance on Western tech, especially after sanctions made it tough to access things like PlayStation and Xboxes. They're working on two versions. One is powered by Russia's own Elbrus processor, designed more for industrial use, and a cheaper streaming stick for cloud gaming. Critics aren't too sure this console will stack up against global competitors, mainly because of the limited resources and hardware restrictions Russia has. Oh, and there are also some buzz about these consoles leaning on China for cloud gaming support. Who made that decision? Which could cause some issues with latency and performance. But hey, Russia's going all in on this project, hoping to carve out its own gaming scene, even if it's a big uphill battle.
Jackson, you feel like telling some news today? Yeah. All right, let's get you some news. Where to put the stack of news? This is one that I'm actually looking forward to.
Okay, I'm guessing this has to do with Skyrim. So this is Skyblivion, the long-awaited Skyblivion, a reimagining of the Elder Scrolls classic Oblivion inside of the Skyrim engine, is said to be nearing the end of development. Decade long, so we're talking over 10 years, or near 10 years. Project led by Rebelsies and the team of volunteers at Test Renewal Team are planning to release by 2025. They're a group of volunteers, so feel free to go over to skyblivion.com, especially if you have any Skyrim modding or game development skills that you would like to lend a hand. It's pretty cool. Their last update took place about 244 days ago, almost a full year. So I'd expect them to be releasing something soon with start of release of the year. Well, with it being 244 days since the last release update, they may have abandoned it, but best of luck to them.
No, they're not abandoning it. You should have seen their last update. It was really good.
That's a long time.
All right, well, I thought this would come earlier in the thing, but we got the games that we'll be releasing this year, and then we've got you some games that are releasing this month. We're looking at not a comprehensive list. This is mostly picked out by me. But we have Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 coming out on February 4th. Monster Hunter Wilds, which I'm really hyped for, coming out on February 28th. Death Stranding 2. I didn't finish the first one. That one was just really complicated. To be announced still. Civilization 7, to be announced. Borderlands 4, to be announced. We have Avowed, February 18th. Inzoi, this like Sims kind of clone. It's supposed to be like better looking, all that. We'll launch this into early access on March 28th. 2XKO, the Riot fighting game, is coming out sometime this year. We got Dune Awakening. I think it's like going to be an MMO. It's to be announced 2025. We got Killing Floor 3 to be announced, but this year, hopefully. Pokemon Legends Z and A. I've not looked up any of this, but I do think it was that the trailer with the like Eiffel Tower looking thing? That's to be announced this year. Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. I put this one on for me. February's got some banger games for McAllister. That's going to be coming out in 2025, February 21st. We got Hollow Knight Silksong. I didn't think this was ever actually coming out, but apparently it's to be announced this year. Marvel 1943, Rise of Hydra, to be announced this year. And Elden Ring, Night Reign, to be announced this year. Some things to look forward to.
All right, so then we have some games that will be releasing this month. We have Donkey Kong Country Returns HD coming to the Switch on January 16th. Cat Mona Lisa coming to PC on January 11th. Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous Definitive Edition hitting all consoles on January 15th, except the Switch, actually. Turnip Boy Robs a Bank coming to mobile. Yeah, we have a mobile game on here. January 14th. Hyper Lightbreaker coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox on January 2nd. And lastly, Dynasty Warriors Origins coming to PS5, Xbox on January 17th.
Yeah, I realize the next story is the longest one, and I'm not going to make Jonah do that. Do we make Jonah do it? It's just about the Nintendo Switch 2, and I feel like, will he just get angry?
I can just yap about it if you need me to.
I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to make Jonah do it as well, and then I'll just take the funnier clip. So, if I start this and it immediately goes to Jonah, just know we thought his was funnier.
The Nintendo Switch 2 is looking like a huge deal for Nintendo, with early reports showing some serious upgrades compared to the original. Ko Shiota is leading the charge on the hardware, and the new system will run on NVIDIA's custom Tegra chipset, which means better performance all around, which is good for you. There's talk of advanced AI-driven upscaling, which, some people like that, some people don't, which sounds like it give us sharper image graphics without burning through the battery, which also is a plus. Perfect for a hybrid console like the Switch. And don't worry about your old games. The Switch 2 will fully be backward compatible, so all your favorite Switch titles will work. On top of that, there's buzz about an OLED screen with a faster refresh rate, which could make the portable game experience much better. More on the OLED note, we actually had a gaming handheld recently which had an OLED screen, and that was actually pretty cool, so we'd like to see that. That's also very, very cool. And the price range seems to be at a good sweet spot around $350 to $399, so that won't break the bank. Yeah, definitely not a bad price point in terms of some handheld gaming devices. And although there's not much confirmed yet, insiders are thinking we could see some upgraded versions of games like The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and Super Mario Odyssey. Plus, Nintendo may dive into cloud gaming. Ooh, yikes. Giving us even more games through third-party partnerships. This will all hopefully bring Nintendo's hardware into the modern era. Considering gaming handhelds like the ROG Ally and the Aya Neo are like 1080p+, the Switch has been rocking 720p for too long, and I fully agree with that. 1080p is definitely the move nowadays, especially for, more higher-end hardware. It can definitely run that on smaller handhelds like that. So,
See more than 720p pixels.
All right, neither I'm still here or Jonah cut in there for a little bit, but thank you all for watching our first edition of our new show on Toasty Gaming. I don't know what it's called. If you have any comments, leave them down below, because whatever name we have right now is either a banger we came up with or a placeholder. So thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe.